Hello again, and in this video we are going to be continuing our exploration of Java by looking at something called the Java scanner. Now the scanner can be used for allowing your users to input into your program. Okay, so you can actually use it for very basic text input as part of your programs. So just a few things about the scanner. So the scanner is actually a class which can be imported into your programs. It's actually a utility which you can import. It's a fairly easy process, just a simple import statement, which we'll come to in a moment. And it's like an add-on utility that you can actually import into your program, and you can tap into it, and it is a way of making basic text input possible in your programs. It probably wouldn't be used for production scale application. It's usually used for learning, okay, when we're learning the program. It can be used for testing purposes as well by professionals for when they're testing code that maybe doesn't have a full user interface built at the moment. But let's have a look at the scanner. And you can use it alongside the console for some basic input and output in your programs. So far up to this point, we have been what I like to call hard coding data into our variables. So for example, if we had the string name, we could manually assign a name to that string. Okay, like so. Okay, and then we could print the contents of that variable. Console. Okay, like so. Okay, so that's okay to a point. But what if you wanted to allow your users to manually input data? So, for example, a name or an address or a postcode or something like that. So you could actually achieve that using the scanner. So the first thing to do is at the very top of your code, just above main class, is to write an import statement, and we'll just use import java.util.Scanner. Okay, so this will import the Java scanner functionality into your project. And the second thing to remember to do is to actually initiate or initialize the scanner in your project. So what you're actually doing here is you're actually creating a new instance of the scanner class within your program. You could probably think of this as just initializing or switching on this. If you're not used to object-oriented programming yet, think of this as actually initializing or starting up the scanner, getting it ready for use in your program. So to do that, the magic words are scanner, and then the name that you want to call your scanner. So scanner equals new scanner, and we're using the scanner for system input. Okay, so this doesn't need to change. Okay, this code here, this line, this statement initiates or initializes the scanner in your project, actually creates a new instance of the scanner in memory, and let's just put a little comment on that there. Initialize scanner. Okay, so gets the scanner ready for use. So I'll just check my spelling there, initialize the scanner. So if you're using the scanner along with the console, you will have to provide your users with some guidance on what they need to do next. So for example, if we wanted to prompt our user to enter their name, okay, we can do that. Okay, so we could say System.out print or print line, and we could just say, please enter your name. And what we can do now is we can assign whatever they key in at this point to a variable, okay, and we can use the scanner for that. So if we say name equals, so I'll need to create a variable called name, so string name equals scanner next. Okay, scanner next. So what's happening here is the next thing that the scanner detects is scanned and assigned to the name variable. Okay, so we could confirm that input back to the user. So we could say System.out.println. We can say your name is, and then the person's name. So let's just test that out just to see that in action at the moment. So please enter your name at the console. If we key in our name, or my name, press enter, we get some confirmation back. Your name is, and then whatever the person's name is. So you could actually use this for all kinds of data. So for example, you'd say system out. In fact, I'm going to actually copy and paste just to save myself a little bit of time. Okay, so please enter your postcode, postal codes, and you can say string postcode equals scanner next. Okay, and again we can say System.out.println your postcode is, and then we can confirm that back to them as well. Okay, so name and postcode. Please enter your name. Please enter your postcode. Okay, and notice that only the first part of the postcode was accepted there because it inputted a space. Okay. Also, if you wanted to capture integers or numerical values, you can also do that with the scanner. So let's say system out print line. Please enter your street, your house number. Okay, your house number, something like that, something that's going to be an integer. So what we would say here is integer, we'll just call this housenum, okay, is equal to scanner, and this time it's going to be scanner next int, okay, so because we're scanning in an integer, okay, and we can system out that back to the user. Okay, so let's print that back or test that little program here just to see what kind of results we get. Okay, so please enter your name. Your name is Neil. Please enter your postcode. Okay, we enter a pretend made up postcode. Please enter your house number. Okay, number 7. Okay, your house number is 7. So some simple input and output there. We could actually use the scanner alongside, maybe for a little application that maybe adds up numbers, for example. So let's create another little class here, and we're going to call this class AddUp. Okay, AddUp. Okay, we'll just go in and we'll create a new main method as always, and again we'll import the scanner, import java.util.Scanner, and we'll just add a little comment here. So we'll call this a simple program to add two integers and display the results. Okay, so let's have a look at this then. So first thing we would need to do is declare our variables. So for this program, we'll need a variable to hold both of the two integers plus the results. So we'll need three variables. So let's declare those. So int firstNum, int firstNum. We'll declare them all in the one statement, which you can do. secondNum and results. Okay, so we've implicitly declared those three variables. Okay, so you can do that just in one statement, and that's totally fine to do that. We will initiate the scanner or initialize the scanner. Okay, so I'll keep commenting this as we go. Okay, which creates a new instance of the scanner. So we'll say, as always, like the magic word, scanner equals new scanner. Okay, to our scanner ready for use. And yeah, so let's ask for our first number. So we can say int firstNum equals scanner nextInt. Okay, so we're dealing with integers. You could use doubles if you wanted to. And we'll say int secondNum. Okay, it's actually scanner nextInt. Okay, so we will. Oh, sorry, I was ignore that. I was actually trying to declare variables that we'd already declared further up. Apologies for that. So firstNum equals scanner nextInt, and secondNum equals scanner nextInt. Okay, so this will prompt the user for the numbers. So System.out.println. I'll comment this up in a moment. Please enter your first number. Okay, and again, System out line. Please enter your second number. Okay, so yep, so we'll comment this. So ask the user for first number, and then ask the user okay, so we're actually asking for the first number from the user and storing that in firstNum, asking the user for the second number and then storing that as the second number. Okay, so just to recap then, we've imported our scanner class, we've declared our variables, initialized the scanner, we have prompted the user to enter their first number, and we've stored the first number. And then we've prompted the user for the second number and then stored the second number. And next, we're going to calculate the results. Okay, so we can say results is equal to firstNum plus secondNum. Okay, and then we can display that result to the console. Okay, so we can just do a system out. Okay, now we could do, let's say we could say firstNum plus secondNum, so we could actually repeat the numbers back to the user, equals results. Okay, so we've got a little bit of formatting there. We'll say, so we can repeat back to the user whatever numbers they keyed in. So firstNum plus the secondNum is equal to, and then the results. Okay, so yeah, so I think we could probably run this now. So keep an eye on the console of what happens. Okay, so the console, we're being prompted to enter our first number. Okay, so let's enter the first number, press enter. We're then prompted for the second number. Okay, so we'll enter in the second number, and we'll press enter. So we're getting the result 7 plus 14 equals 21. Okay, so yeah, so just a simple little program there, just showing, yeah, it's just some of the basics of what you can do with the scanner. So scanner, great for when you're learning to code, if you need to ask the user for input, so for inputting data into your simple programs, and also working along the console for some basic inputs and outputs. We will be using the scanner more in the videos to come. And obviously the scanner would be fine for basic programs while you're learning. Also for maybe testing purposes, when you're testing code that maybe doesn't have a full user interface built yet. Probably wouldn't be the best for your end users unless they were used to using command line. But yeah, a useful utility nonetheless. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you as always next time. Bye for now.